Hi everyone, welcome back to the Regulator. I'm your host Stephen, and today we're doing a review of the BLS 37 reskin of 37423 in the EPR Grey. So another 37 on the channel getting reviewed, but there seems to be a recurring theme here now. So we're going with the European Regulator. We did 218 a couple of weeks ago, which really this should have been first. But the original recording I had for this unfortunately got corrupted, so we're going to do it again. So we've got three variants here. We've got the Delna variant on the left, the X-Works in the middle, and the revised on the right. There's not too many changes with these, so I'll try and get through them, and then we'll have a video of the Delna variant hauling something away. So we will start with the revised. So revised is as she is now. So you've got the orange line over the nose on the cab. You've got the buffer beams which have been redone. You've got the warning stickers where they should be. You've also got the fantastic whip. People say whip-axe, wipe-out lights. I call them whip-axe on the locomotive. And interesting history about this one. I believe this is actually the first 37 which had the whip-axe fitted to it when it worked for DRS. It also carried a couple of names, I believe, but they were before DRS time. So we've got the warning stickers. We've also got the numbering on the cab, the logo on the side, EPR, the rail services partner. Walking down to the other end, we've got pretty much the exact same, very nice new bogies on it with the reskin. We've got a couple of, we've got the multi-plugs as well. We've got the air brakes and jumpers as well. Now we'll go to the X-Works. And on the X-Works, you've got the roughed up buffer beam, so that's just coming out of the works. Then we're missing the cant line here, the orange cant line. There's not much difference, really, between them. The only major difference is just that cant line and the buffer, which isn't painted. So we'll go back down. Again, these look very lovely indeed. I hope we get 611, because 611 is now in this livery, but I don't think she's running at the moment. I think her power unit is coming in 800, from what I'm told. And then we go to the Delna variant, which, of course, only has the Delna coupler on front. And that's so you can connect to Delna stock. So when I first saw this loco in EPR Grey, I thought it wasn't even the same locomotive, but it looks fantastic because it's a fresh model livery on a locomotive. And you don't, a lot of companies like West Coast, they've just stuck with one brand from 37s, I believe, whereas these are, because this is its own livery, 218 is its own livery, 611 shares the same livery, but they have nameplates. The only thing I'd say here, and this was before she had her nameplates fitted, was if we could see an update to have the nameplate fitted to 423, which has taken 61 now 501's name of Perseus, and 51 has her original name of T-side Steelmaster, which I saw come out of a paint shop on its day. So that's really cool. And then we'll hop into the cab. We've got our DRS DRA button there. I'm not actually sure how many of them actually retain that. Probably not a lot. We'll just put our AWS on. We've already set our lights. I'm just going to fly up there to the corner for a sec. And button. We've got our GSMR, and we've got, because this is an air brake only loco, so if you want to see it on other things, you're going to have to put a translating locomotive behind it to do the brake force. So, without further ado, we will fire it up. There we go. And we'll just wait for our brakes to run up, and then I will take this over to Litchurch, which I'll get a unit, which I have left there from a previous review, and we will get a shot of it dragging the unit out. So 43 at the moment is currently still working for Euro Phoenix. It does go on higher out and drags. There's not really much to go with this because I haven't seen it out very often. If anyone else has any memories of this thing out and about in DRS, or as it was before she got painted into this, do let us know. But we'll wait for the air brakes to come off, and then I will bring you back as we go light engine to lid church. BLS have done a cracking job on this. This is another really good reskin of a real world livery. So, as usual with my score marker, I should put a 10 out of 10, spot on. The verdict is, pretty simply, is for anyone running current era Eurovinix or ROG or etc. diagrams on their simulator, this is the reskin you need. Unlike 218, this does have a downer. I don't think 218 has the downer, so I will put a few questions towards Sam about that. Also coming up this week later will be a interview with Sam on how BLS began and a few questions from you guys. So we will be covering that later this week. As for repaint, covering this repaint, it's a livery that has happened 5 minutes ago in real world terms. So it's a brilliant repaint. It's done properly. If you've got the AP Class 37 base pack, there's no reason not to add this. So go to the website, go and add them, go and download the reskin. I will leave a link in the description below. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.